How does it feel to be dating a big mountain freeride legend? I was probably about 15 last time I was that scared of such a small drop. Oh, there's down there. We won't look that way. That's not for James.
I feel sick. No, I don't want to. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you may have guessed by the title, we loved Green River that much that we just had to come back. After our last ride here, it was all we could talk about. So when we saw that there was going to be a huge drop in the wind, we both agreed that we should drive 4 hours back in the wrong direction to ride there again. This video is a real mixed bag, so if you'd like to see a mixture of us facing our fears, smashing new things, and complete and utter meltdowns, then keep watching because you're in for a real treat.
Got the Christmas socks on because it's always Christmas on the moon. Oh no, the camera's floating away. For perspective, like down there, maybe my finger's in the way. Next to a big rock, there's a huge Freedom V8 truck. Looks tiny from up here. There's a friend.
If you saw our last Green River video, you'll have seen James do his first run from the top of Blue Castle. This time he set himself some new challenges. He wanted to do a faster run from the top of the hill, starting in between the rocks, which, once again, the video does not do this justice, but I promise you, if like us heights bother you, it's vomit-inducing. The next goal was to drop off the step in the top third of the run, and then incorporate this into a full run. So let's see how he got on.
Welcome back to the top. 2 days ago, I wasn't really sure I'd ever make it back up here, but we took a 3-hour detour from our 4-hour drive, and when we leave here, we're still 4 hours from Virgin, our next destination. I'm not stoked about the push, but other than that, I'm feeling absolutely great. The view up here is absolutely awesome, and the weather forecast was bang on. The wind seems to have dropped off. So I stamped out my run into the little drop. Obviously here, like you can see it's got nice tram lines where I've dragged my feet along. Looks super obvious. Once you're up there, you can't see it for shit. So version 2, I've put these little rock markers out at the start of the run in, and I'm hoping that they cast enough of a shadow so I can just see a couple of dots. It probably won't work. Well, that's the best wind I'm getting. Dropping. Come on, fingers. Yeah, big mountain.
Yeah.
Come on, fingers. Yeah. I was probably about 15 last time I was that scared of such a small drop, but the run out's quite intimidating. Run in, also intimidating. It was actually fine, just had to convince my fingers to let me come off the drop. How does it feel to be dating a big mountain freeride legend?
Sick.
Oh, so it's actually really nice up here today. It's actually nice and calm, and I've got brave enough to do the proper drop in from between the two skies. Just waiting for Fran to get in position with the drone, and hopefully this is going to be my fastest run yet. Every run it is getting easier. I think the biggest problem is just fear. What we have been struggling with is like, how do you prepare yourself for something like this? So I've been riding bikes for getting on for 20 years now, so I'd like to think, you know, I've got quite a few skills to rely on, but I also have 20 years worth of bad habits. The biggest challenge that we're facing is the gradient here is really steep, so setting off in the middle of the slope for like a practice run is actually quite challenging. Like getting the bike moving in the deep moon dust, front tries to tuck a little bit, so actually like starting in the middle has its own problems, even if it takes away the psychological challenge of sitting on the top of a mountain. But I actually feel good up here today. That's quite the change. Double check I am recording. Thumbs up to Fran. Yeah, turns out communicating at a bike park when you're like 2 turns down, slightly easier than big mountain communication. Oh, there's down there. We won't look that way. That's not for James. Right. We'll go a bit of brake control whilst I get myself sorted into a confident body position, and then let's see how much I can get off the brakes on the way down. Aiming for my 2 little rocks. Preparation breaths, and in the words of my best friend from Instagram, I can do this. Oh, that is a confident start. I've got a little too much front brake on. See if I can get out of that rut. Yes. Get the speed right for this drop. Yes. And that shadow's gonna look sick. Woo! Drop back into the main rut. And now I can let off the front brake. Let off the rear a bit. Little front. Off the front for the turn. Oh yes! Yeah! Sick celebratory skid. Yeah! Look at the dust coming off the mountain. That is the best top to bottom I've done. I felt confident all the way down there. Maybe a little bit too much safety squatting, but I think it's a solid start to my career as a big mountain rider. We're definitely coming back.
It was so sick to see James smash all the things he set out to achieve this day. The climate is so challenging mentally, especially as we have nothing like this to ride back in the UK, so this was really sick to watch. After seeing how much fun James had doing a full run from the top of Blue Castle on our last visit, I decided I really wanted to make it my goal for the day to go from the top 2. I had built my way up throughout the day, dropping in from further and further up the hill. There was absolutely no reason skill-wise why I would not have been able to achieve this, but mentally I was just not there, and this is how it went down. Oh my God. What am I doing? This is the hardest bit, this is the hardest bit, this is the hardest bit. I feel sick.
Honestly, once you're there, you'll be fine.
I know, I know.
Yes.
I can't do it, I can't do it. I'll try again in a second. Oh, it'll be fine.
Wind is good. Yeah. Go on, Brad.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, I'm doing it. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh fuck, I can't do it, it's too much. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, no, I don't want to. No, no, no. So, complete transparency, I was absolutely petrified. What you can't really gauge from the video is just how steep and exposed this place is. When I walked up to the top of the hill for the first time, I couldn't even stand up without my legs shaking. It literally feels like you're just going to fall. It's such an open and exposed place, you just feel super high up. As I dropped in, I wanted to check what grip that I had and what brake control I had. And for the first few seconds, I felt okay. I was modulating my brakes, everything was fine. I then realised I was death staring a few feet in front of me and thought, oh I better look up. Bad move. I looked straight down the hill, which was so far down and so far away, I just totally froze. I was consciously telling myself to modulate my brakes so I didn't lock up, but my fingers just would not finger anymore. I couldn't release my brakes. My legs started shaking and I just abandoned ship. But I tried. I was so upset and annoyed with myself. But the truth is, I've never tried anything like this before. You can't bring your A game every day, and you just have to know when to walk away from something. It's really easy to share all of the highlights and achievements in riding, but the reality is sometimes it just doesn't go that way, and this is totally fine. You can always try again another day and just take a few steps back, reset, and go ride something fun, which is why we ride bikes anyway. Okay, so I had a major meltdown at the top, so I'm gonna drop him from the step, and it's still just really high and scary, but yeah, let's do it. Okay. Oh, I feel sick. Yeah, so I went from like, this isn't going to do it justice, the step to like most of the way up, which was really f***ing annoying, but whatever. Never ridden anything like this until today, so yeah. So after my little reset run there, we had both had a crack at our bucket list goals for the day, with varying degrees of success. It was now time to chill out and enjoy some runs on the lower half of the hill. Despite my earlier setbacks, pushing myself out of my comfort zone and trying to do a full run from the top actually increased my confidence massively on the other trails, which I had struggled with on our last visit. So I'm really pleased that I pushed myself to go up and give it a go. If you are traveling to Utah, we highly recommend coming and riding Green River. It's such an incredible place. We both have unfinished business here and we're already thinking about doing another road trip in the area. If you have any questions at all, please leave us a comment. Thank you for watching and we will see you in the next video.